Hello, guys, and welcome back to once again another URC Racing League video. Today we will be racing on Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, the circuit. The first Grand Prix ever held was in 2021, where I think Lewis Hamilton won. This year it was Max Verstappen who won the race. It used to be a 50%, 50, it's always going to be a 50%, but it used to be 50 laps. So, the half of 50 laps is 25 laps. So today we will be doing 25 laps. The total circuit length is 6.1 kilometers with the total race distance of 154 kilometers. The best quality record ever recorded on this track was by Lewis Hamilton last year, and that was a 127.5. I think the lap today, this year was 2000 1.28 something, 1.28.2 I think. And the lap record is a 130.7. So we're going to see if anyone is going to beat that today. It doesn't seem like a lot of quality records get beaten usually, but the lap records get quite close these days. So yeah, thank you. I'm doing pretty well. Most Grand Prix wins is by Verstappen and Hamilton. They both have one win, quite obviously, because they only did only did two official races here in Saudi Arabia. As I said, the country is Saudi Arabia on your right side of the screen. Total of inhabitants, quite an interesting one. 36 million. It's a fairly big country, but they don't have many inhabitants, so that's something interesting. The best overtaking opportunities will happen in turn 1, turn 13, and turn 27. As we can see, this track is a track with a lot of turns and corners and stuff. It's usually quite small corners where you can carry through a lot of speed, but I mean, 27 is quite a lot, and it's definitely very degrading for your tires. Very, very bad for your tires. So you need a good strategy to start the Grand Prix off. As I'm gonna install the thing because it seems like we are already going underway, and I'm gonna put my remote play on real quick because you guys are not really able to see anything otherwise. Let me have a quick look if this is gonna work out, and it does seem like it. It seems like it's a bit glitched or something. Not quite sure. I need to check real quick. My apologies, guys. Yep. Okay, it seems like it's working now. I need to put my controller in, and then we're all good to go. So today we will be having our friend Rapid in the session. He's gonna be the champion of last year, and I'm gonna try and get it up real quick as I'm gonna join the commentators box real quick. I'm gonna just start welcoming him if he's joining, of course. Let me get the footage up real quick, as we're going to have 17 people in the lobby today. As I said, we're gonna have Rapid in the lobby. It doesn't seem like he has been going out yet, and he's basically gonna do the same like Nat Beckers last week, where she gave us a few on her lap, obviously. Let me get it real quick if he's going to join, and then we will be up for Q1. Message him real quick. Tell him he can join the commentators box. I'm not sure if everyone is able to join the commentators box. I need to check that real quick. Not sure if it's working though. Well, we'll wait, you know. He is still in the pits. And yeah, I know Saudi Arabia, quite a difficult track for controller players. Hello Shuki, welcome. Yeah, so what I was saying, quite a difficult track for controller players, as Louis de Beeker here is the first driver on a fast lap, I think. He actually is. He's got Torman right behind him. And he is a controller player, so that's great to see. And we will be able to see how he's gonna nail this track because it's quite a difficult one. He already invalidated this lap, so that's not great to see. We're gonna go straight to Torman, who is also on a lap right now, as I'm gonna send over something real quick to my girlfriend in the chat. There we go. So, I'm in Saudi Arabia. I like it personally. I know a lot of drivers don't really like the track, but it's such a smooth one if you can nail it perfectly. Definitely here in this sector. It's quite a difficult one because when it's raining, I mean, I've done a career race here a couple of days ago. I hated the rain, and I don't think I had the good setup for this, so I'm not sure what the rain or the weather is looking like for these drivers. But I'm pretty sure it won't rain because, I mean, it's Saudi Arabia. It's quite illogical to rain here because there's not many raining seasons here in the Middle Eastern countries. And Torman is gonna put a 129.5, so I'm not sure what's that compared. That's 2 seconds slower than the official quality record. And a lot of other drivers are coming across the line with B1 Trappy in second. Louis de Beaker is gonna try to put another lap in though. We're gonna see Antransic with a 130.0. He had a good race last week in France. It was great to see him battle. Also, Torman had a great race though. Both AlphaTauri scored some points, I think. Who else is in the lap right now? D Fosket. He invalidated this lap, and we're gonna see a lot of drivers coming across the line right now. Galpro is coming into the pits. Panda is coming into the pits. Dusty Fakes is not on the lap. We've seen Ozen Tufan right now in sector 3. I think it's sector 3. It is actually sector 3. And yeah, we're gonna see what he's able to do because he didn't have a great qualifying last week, where I think he qualified 17th. Not quite sure though, as it seems like someone has joined the chat. Rapid has joined. Welcome, Rapid.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good.
Feeling nervous? Rapid?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, are you feeling nervous here around Saudi Arabia? Is it a difficult track for you, or?
Well, it's probably one of my favourite tracks.
Okay, yeah, that's great then. I do want to see a P1 from you then today in Q3.
I'm gonna try.
Perfect. Are you racing on wheel or controller?
I am racing on wheel.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's a better track for wheel than it is for controllers players.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, not sure when you're going out. Is there anything specific you want to say about this track? Is it a difficult one? I mean, you can always love a track, but you can also find it difficult. Are there any corners you think there are some overtaking opportunities, or do you think it's just going to happen smoothly, like someone makes a mistake and you're going to overtake then, or are you really looking into specific corners to make an overtake happen?
Well, there's definitely a couple straights, a couple of long straights on this track where you can make overtakes.
Yep.
So I'm guessing they're probably going to be the main overtaking spots. And
Yep.
I think you've got to watch out for track limits around this track. They can be very, like, some corners you can get track limits where you shouldn't do. Then some corners are the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many people on the track though, like a couple of 6, 7. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna talk about the qualifying real quick, and then when you're going out, I'm gonna give the word to you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we've got, I think this is one of the new drivers. I'm gonna call him Shane or something. No, I don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna no, let's say SH. Yeah, let's say SH. So SH just put in the fastest first sector, so he will be up for a good quality lap here around Saudi Arabia. We're seeing Jamal in P1, Torman, who kept his qualifying strong in P2, Trappy in P3. And from P10 to P17, not many people have put a qualifying lap up yet, as it is going to be SH right now on a lap. And we're going to have a quick look on how he takes the corners. Quite well, short. I'm not sure if it's for short. On the curve there, and then he's going to come across the last corner, flat out on the main straight. And I think he's coming into the pits. It doesn't seem, no, it doesn't seem like he's coming into the pits. He's taking a short cut there across the track as he puts a 6th fastest lap here with a 130.6. And it seems like Galpro is also on the lap. He's right behind the McLaren driver here on the Saudi Arabia track, as it is going to be around, what corner is that? Turn 13. Quite a good overtaking spot in my opinion. You can go around the outside there and just, I mean, have better traction. It's quite difficult because then you have a fast right-hander coming up and a fast left-hander. A little bit of a chicane. I don't want to call it a chicane. It's just so fast you cannot really call it a chicane, as the Alpine driver just let through the Ferrari driver. So I think it's Skills Dan who is on the lap though, fastest second sector. So this seems very great for him, as he doesn't have, well, he has a little bit of ERS, but I think his fuel is almost empty as his little lights are blinking. Another driver has put a lap in. I think it's Pillage in the Alfa Romeo driver. Alfa Romeo car, my apologies. As Skills Dan is coming across the line in third with a 129.6, so that's great for him as it is. Jamal with almost 9/10 faster than Torman, and I think he has been practicing quite a bit to be honest. Rapid is still in the pits as he's still got 8 minutes to go before the qualifying is over, and I think he wants to save a little bit of tires. That's why he's staying out. But yeah, he's the only driver together with Galpro who isn't on the lap and is still in the pits. So Piastro right now is on a lap, coming across the third sector at the moment, having great traction coming out of that corner, and now he's just flat out. I think he has DRS. He does actually have DRS going to the last corner of the circuit here. Quite a difficult one because, I mean, you can take two lines, a very wide one, and then you have better traction onto the main straight, but you can also take I don't want to know, I don't want to say short because that's not really the explanation that's needed, but what is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna say short because I don't know what the word is. A shortcut there. You have deep and you have, what is it? I'm gonna search it up real quick so there's no confusion. Shallow, there we go. A shallow line into the corner. And yeah, he's on another lap though. I'm not sure if that's really worth it on Saudi Arabia because your tires are so devastated after that one lap, and then when you do another lap, it could be a little dangerous. I'm not sure if that's really a good explanation to that, but your tires will be overheating because especially they're on softs, and yeah, the softs are not really great here on Saudi Arabia because they overheat quite easily and they degrade quite often. So Rapid is on an outlap right now, and I'm gonna give him the word because I mean he's gonna walk us through his lap to make sure we are able to see what he thinks of the circuit, how you should take every corner. And he's right behind Galpro, the Alpine driver. So both drivers, I'm not sure what Rapid is gonna do, leave a little space or just stay behind him for the slipstream at the end of the lap. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, I'm gonna give him some time to talk about his lap, and I'm gonna go in POV mode so we are able to see what his view is on the lap. So yeah, Rapid, go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Cool. Right, here we go then. The lap of Jeddah. Alright, down to turn 1. I normally go down to 3rd for this braking zone. You want to try and hook up the 2 corners. Get a good exit. And then this middle sector's very tricky. Pretty much there's only a couple lifts. And then down to 5th, I go for this corner. Try and get on the power as quickly as you can without losing the back end. Down to 5th on this one, get a good exit. And then there's pretty much the second and last sector is pretty much all just flat out with these straights.
Great lap already. You have 2.
Oh, no, I just invalidated
That's
there.
unfortunate.
I think I've got enough time to come back in quickly.
Well, we got your view on the lap right now, so I'm gonna go out of the comm box. I wish you a lot of success here on the track, and I hope for you're gonna get on the podium. Maybe if you want a interview at the end of the race, I'm not sure if you're really up to that, but we'll discuss that after the race. Yeah, good luck, I would say. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
See you later.
Alright guys, so that was Rapid. Very great to see him put a show on here, because he was putting the first and the second the fastest first sector and the fastest second sector, but he invalidated in sector 3, so that was quite unfortunate, as he's coming back into the pits and tried to put in some new tires, and I'm not sure if he's gonna make it though. 3 more minutes to go, as the drivers still have to come out of the pits. Come into the pits first, put in some new tires, and then come out of the pits back again and put out an out lap. And I'm gonna be right back with you guys in a sec. And who else is on the lap? Dusty Fakes 7th. That's great to see. That's great to see though. Louis the Beaker 8th. That's also great to see. There's not much. I mean, there's not much of a difference between let's say P2 and P9. Only 1 second. I mean, for a tracker like Saudi Arabia, it's really not much, because it's quite a long track and with a lot of straight line speed. So that's where it could get tricky. Barbarian right now. Yellow flag. And it is gonna be Galpro again on an outlap, as he is cutting through the corners. Quite an interesting one. And who else is on the lap right now? I think we're gonna see Wasted coming across the line. He hasn't put a great lap in, as he's still gonna try to go for another lap. Who else is on the lap right now? Piastron is going a little bit slow in turn 27, as he's gonna try and make as much room between himself and the Williams driver right in front of him. We're seeing the McLaren driver right behind him. I don't live in Holland. I'm Belgian, so, but we speak Dutch here, so that's the explanation why. Piastron right now looking like he's putting up a great show. Is he gonna put in the fastest first sector? Only time will tell. Ooh, no, Piastron. This is not what he has hoped for. He spun out of corner, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, something in between there. And I'm not sure. He went too wide coming out of that corner. And then, yeah, he just lost his back end there and spun into the wall, and that's basically a DNF. As we're seeing Rapid right now in a lap. Yeah, as he said, he wants to go on the power as soon as possible in almost every corner. I think he said here a little bit of lift off, as he has told us. But this is quite a difficult sector. But if he doesn't get the track correct here, and he's gonna invalidate, he won't be able to set another lap. I think. Let's have a quick look at the time. 15 more seconds, so he has to do a good lap here, because otherwise he won't go through Q2. Coming in sector 2 right now, quite a difficult sector here. You've got a fast right-hander, which could cause a lot of incidents. I had one with Sohyped, who was actually a driver in this league, but he couldn't attend today, as it is going to be rapid right now. Coming across the third sector line, let's see if he's going to invalidate here. I don't hope he is. No, he is actually not going to. I live in Antwerp, Lewis. And right now, coming across the last corner, let's have a quick look what he's going to be able to put on, because I think he will be clear with a 128. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, that was quite entertaining there. He almost shoved his car into the wall. P2, 129.2. So I think Jamal really had some practice in today, because I mean, he is 6 times faster than, in my opinion, the fastest guy out here. He has won the championship last season 6, as he got a tie with Skillsdan, who already had won the season before. I think it was season 5, and I don't think anyone else is really up for an improvement. I mean, we've got Dusty and Pana right here, but they're not going to be able to, I mean, qualify for Q2 because they're already qualified, you know. From the back end here, there's nobody going to be able to join, as it is going to be Barbarian coming into the pits, but he's going to get out of Q2, well, Q1. He's not going to go through Q2. And also Ozenfan, I'm not sure what's happening to him recently, but he is once again in P17, and I think his qualifying pace is not really what it should be. He should practice a little bit more, maybe get in some time trial practice, because that's how I qualify for my, well, practice for my qualifying pace. I basically never do Grand Prix or open lobbies, but I always do time trial, which makes me a little bit faster in qualifying. But there's also a down part on that, which is the race itself, because I usually lose more places than I win, and that's not great to see. So yeah, this was your Q1 for today, and it's gonna be Jamal in P1, Rapid in P2, and Torment in P3, as we're gonna have a little break here in between the qualifyings. And I'm gonna do something real quick, so I will be back with you guys in a second. Right, guys, as we're going underway for Q2 right now, we've got Piastron in the chat right now, and yeah, he basically didn't have to qualify anymore because he was already going through Q2. So yeah, he crashed his car. I think it was in sector 2, somewhere in between there. And I mean, starting from the back is not really the worst, because I mean, turn 1, especially here in Saudi Arabia, you've got a hard braking zone to the left side, and then you basically just need to get a good exit to overtake a few drivers. And starting from the back, you can really deny, I'm not sure if that's the word, but you can really avoid that those incidents in turn 1, as it is going to be Q2 right now. We're seeing Louis the Beaker. I'm not sure who is going out first. I think it's let's have a quick look. An Alpine? Is it an Alpine? It's an Alfa Romeo, so that must be Spillage, as he is the only wait, yeah, Alfa Romeo. Did I say Alpine? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, Spillage, Alfa Romeo driver. I mean, I love Alfa Romeo. Oh no, we've got Louis the Beaker also in an Alfa Romeo. Totally missed him. So yeah, Louis the Beaker is going to be the first driver to go out. And he's usually a driver that goes out quite rapidly to see what his main competition is going to do, as he will be able to put in another lap then if they improve or if they beat him. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, Alfa Romeo, I mean, I drive an Alfa Romeo myself, and I just love the car, you know. I mean, I drive my mom's Alfa Romeo, but it's gonna be mine in the future. And yeah, I mean, I have such a big love to this brand. I'm not sure if anyone else feels that, but yeah, it's a great car, you know. And I mean, they are not really underperforming in the Formula One, but they're not performing well either, you know. They're in the midfield somewhere, but they did do a great job with hiring Bottas and Zhu. I really like Zhu, you know. He's just a calm driver. He had a great lap on Saturday, I think it was, with the Alfa Romeo on the Austin track, Circuit of the Americas. But then in Q3 or Q2, I think it was Q2, because he didn't make it to Q3. He invalidated his lap, and the stewards, they basically said, yeah, you cannot really go through Q3, my apologies. So yeah, that's why he started from P17, I think. No, did he? I'm not sure how that works. Oh yeah, he had a penalty, I think. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, he did do decent in the race. I think he scored some points. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, Louis the Beaker right now on the lap. Is he gonna perform well? Let's have a quick look. We're gonna view with his POV, because we haven't seen many POVs today yet. So let's have a quick look. Louis the Beaker, fastest first sector, as I think that has been beaten already by Torman, I think it is, who is on the lap right now. Ooh, he's losing the back end. Ooh, and he lost his front wing too. That's quite unfortunate for Lewis, as he is going to try and spin his car back on the track. But we got some loose debris here on the track. Yellow flag, yellow flag. As we're seeing wasted right now, coming across that. Ooh, and he almost drives in the debris. That's quite dangerous for your tires. I'm not really sure if that's really how it works here on the Formula 1 game, as he did go a little bit slow there. I'm not sure if that was meant to avoid a crash, because Lewis was parked in quite a dangerous location, but they handled it quite well, as he is not taking the curve there on the inside. And I think Wasted is not really confident on this track, because I mean, he is not taking the curbs how he should be, and especially on soft tires. If you're doing 2 laps on soft tires, you can be, I mean, I don't want to say fucked, but you can be fucked, you know, because the tires are overheating so hard, and that's why I always take a medium hard strategy here around this track, because the soft tires, they only last like 5 or 6 laps, especially it's a 25 lap race. And I mean, if you start on softs, you win a couple of places at the start, but you're gonna lose them straight away, because you're gonna spin anyway on soft tires. So if you're listening to this stream, don't pick softs at the beginning of the race. I did do it in my strategy prediction, but I don't really suggest to take it. Really struggling today, not liking the setup. Seems like Louis the Beaker is having some problems looking forward in the race. To the race, not in the race, because he's not looking forward in the races. I mean, oof. It's gonna be interesting, guys. I think we're gonna see a couple of safety cars. It's a really dangerous track, especially with close racing. If you're racing quite close here through this sector, you're gonna have a DNF. Always, in every situation. Doesn't matter how good the drivers are, you're gonna have a DNF. It's almost or just some loose debris, but then in this game the debris on the track is also gonna cause some safety cars. So I think I'm gonna do a prediction, you know. We're gonna see 4 safety cars today. 4. That's my prediction. 4 safety cars. It would be crazy though if it's true. But yeah, 4 safety cars is not really that that much on a track like Saudi Arabia. But I mean, my first ever league race without a safety car was on this track, and apparently Piastron thinks 3 safety cars, but you have to take in calculation that a lot of drivers are going to go on soft tires or on medium tires, and I think when the drivers are choosing softer tires, they're easily going to get spun or spun themselves, because here's the thing, there will be a lot of pace difference between the hard tires and the soft tires. And when there is pace difference, there's usually a safety car, because a lot of these soft drivers, they're usually a little bit of impatient, and when they're impatient, they're gonna do stupid moves, and that's gonna end up in a safety car. So that's my prediction, but you never know, you know, these guys are very professional. So I don't think there will be aggressive moves, but there will be a little bit of incidents happening. Let's have a quick look with Jamal. He put in the fastest lap in Q1, as he is coming across the second sector right now, as there is a yellow flag in sector 2. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think it is a Williams driver. And did Lewis de Beeker put a lap in? No, he's coming across the line right now. Jamal put in the fastest second sector. And let's have a quick look what he's going to be able to do. You know, he's a fast driver. I haven't seen him much in France, I think it was. But he seems great right now. He was beating the competition, which is Rapid, with 6/10s, but maybe Rapid wasn't really feeling comfortable, because he had to make sure he was going to put the time on the table, because otherwise he was a 1:28.4. This guy has some magic hands. He's got a rocket ship at the back of his car, you know, just 20 more kilometers per hour in his engine. As he is beating out the competition quite heavily. 7/10 faster, man, oh man, that's crazy. Tronzik with a 29.3. We have to have a look what Rapid is gonna do. He's usually the last 2 guys we had on stream. It's Rapid, and I mean Nat Packers is a girl, but we had her on stream last week, and they are waiting so long to go on an outlap, and in my opinion, that's really a mistake. Definitely in Q2, maybe a little bit less worrying in Q1, but especially in Q2, because I mean, like Rapid had earlier, he invalidated this lap. He had to come in once again to be able to qualify for Q2, and when you qualify for Q3, you're gonna have a little bit more competition, because only 10 drivers are going through, and if you are only having 1 lap to put a good time in, you're gonna get nervous and start heating yourself up, you know. That's where a lot of mistakes happen, as we're seeing Lewis de Beeker in 6th right now with 1:30.4. So he is putting up some great pressure for the midfield there, as he's definitely gonna be battling Skills Dan, who hasn't found his form yet, as he is a 1:30.0 at the moment. Lewis de Beeker 4/10s behind though. That's quite a big of a gap. But still, you know, things can change in the race. Drivers may have a qualifying setup or a race setup. I mean, it's all to play for in the race itself, because qualifying doesn't say much. It does say a little bit about your pace, your 1 lap pace, but it can change. And I think I've got a problem. I'm not sure. My OBS is doing pretty weird. well, it seems like I'm still alive, so that's great. As it is going to be Rapid on an outlap right now, and we want to have a look how he's going to do. He does have the Alfa Romeo right behind him, and I think that's Pillage. And he is on the lap, so he's definitely not going to make way. Okay, that's great to see. So apparently Lewis the Beaker was on worn out tires. Rapid right now, starting his lap, and we maybe want to see his POV, as it is always a beautiful view here on the Saudi us. Ooh, am I? So I was struggling with finding my words there. So here on the Saudi Arabian track, it's night, it's a lot of lights, it's beautiful, you know. But also difficult for the drivers who have night vision problems. I'm not sure, actually, drivers with night vision problems, are they having trouble with racing on night tracks? That's my question. We have to test it. I feel like we have to test it. I'm gonna test it, guys. We're Rapid right now. Fastest first sector. Ooh, as he is touching the wall there a little bit. So I don't think he's gonna come in. He's gonna try to set this lap and to complete it. It's basically full, well, flat out here in sector 2, coming into sector 3, a little bit of I don't want to call, guys, I don't want to call it a chicane. It's just a fast left-right-hander, or right-left-hander, my apologies. And then here the last corner, carry a lot of speed coming out of that corner. Make sure you don't touch the wall though, because that will cost you a little bit of time. 129.0, which will put him P2. And Jamal, I mean, as I said, guys, he has a rocket ship at the back of his car. He is just, he is 6 times faster than P2. Come on, in a qualifying session. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna keep saying it though. Rapid is on another lap, it seems like. He's going full throttle. Ooh. I think he has worn out tires though. So he's finding trouble. He's having trouble with finding pace here. And he's got a Alfa Romeo driver right behind him. I think that's Pillage, who was trying to complete a lap, previous lap. And I'm not sure if he succeeded to, because he's yet again out. And I think that's already 3 laps old. Softsy's on right now, and Tormund is out on out left. So he's gonna try and compete with Jamal today, but I think nobody is gonna compete with Jamal today. Maybe if he's having some troubles with his pace in the race, but as things look right now, his one race pace is just one lap race pace is 1 lap quali pace. My apologies, 1 lap quali pace is ridiculous, and if he carries that to the race, that's gonna be, he's gonna be lapping people. He is definitely gonna be lapping the back guys. I mean, this is crazy. As Rapid is coming into the pits, so we don't want to look at him again anymore. My apologies. I'm feeling I'm having troubles with finding my words today. I'm not sure what the problem is. Well, the thing is, I'm not feeling well today because I got my vaccination, so that might be the problem. But yeah, I'm just having troubles with finding my English vocabulary today, and also the sentences are difficult to make. But I'm gonna try and focus. I'm gonna try and make decent sentences, as it is gonna be Tormund putting in a fast lap right now. Well, he's going on a fast lap right now. And coming across the first corner here, make sure to take a lot of curb there on that inside, so you have a better line coming out of the second turn. And this is one of the most difficult corners in my opinion. You can take a lot of that curb, especially on the soft tires. You will easily spin there, as it is gonna be, ooh, he took a bit of, ooh, touched the curb, touched the wall there with his front wing. I don't think he has much damage to the front wing there. He has the fastest first sector, so that's going to be great for him. As it is going to be 2 for him in the chat. Come on, be Foskett. Very great to see. 2 for him, no long, well, long time no see, buddy. And it is going to be Tormund right now. Is he going to be able to beat Jamal's time? Jamal was quite secure with his 128.4 though. Putting in the fastest second sector, he might be able to beat him. This is going to be some great... I thought the Red Bull was going to come to the left side. This was quite dangerous. My apologies for that light time. This is going to be interesting, guys. Is he going to be able to beat Jamal? Let's have a quick look. Going onto the main straight, flat out. Does he have a toe? No, he doesn't. He does have DRS. He has plenty of ERS. He's gonna come across the line with a 128.8, so it's a little bit closer to 10s, but still not enough. And I think Jamal gets his speed in the third sector, because I mean Tormund had the fastest first and second sector, but he seemed to have lost a little bit of pace in the third sector. So I think that's where Jamal gets a lot of speed. Maybe it's a straight line speed setup which Jamal is running. I'm not quite sure. And Transic is on a lap though. Let's have a quick look what he is putting on. 2 tenths faster, so that will place him in P4, beating Dusty Fates at the moment. But let's have a quick look, because he can still invalidate his lap or something. It's quite unlikely here in Sector 3, as there's not much track limits to take, as he is coming across the last corner, flat out, DRS, ERS. And what is he gonna put? A 129.0, improving by 2.5 tenths, which will place him in P4, so that's great to see. Yeah, this was gonna be your Q2 for today, guys. And we're going to go straight to Q3 after the drivers have finished their lap, and it seems like they did. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about the standings. Let's have a quick look. I'm not sure if I got the race results ready. It doesn't seem like it. I do have the, what is it called? The standings real quick. I can show you guys. Hold on. Seems like it's glitching a little bit. I can show you the top, what is it? Top 10? Top 1 maybe? Top 1, what am I saying? The top 10. Let's have a quick look. So, Crossfire Strikes won the race last week in France, and it was the Liamzy in P2. Swipes in P3, we had Rapid in P4, he had a great race though, Skillsdan in P5, Louis the Beaker in P6, Tormund in P7, and Transic in P8, so that's great points for AlphaTauri team, Spillage in P9, also great points for Alfa Romeo. And then we had Piastron in P10, so it doesn't seem like Jamal was anywhere near the top 10. So I'm gonna try and find where he was actually. Let's have a quick look. He DNF'd, unfortunately, I think. Or we had a lot of DNFs last race, so he definitely DNF'd, as that is quite unfortunate for him. But yeah, I mean, nothing we can do, you know. We are only the commentary box. And yeah, I mean, we're going to go straight into Q3. I didn't know it was going that fast. I'm going to get a little drink real quick, and then we're gonna talk more about the race. I mean, and the qualifying, of course, Q3. I'm going to be right back with you guys. I'm gonna take a little break, so I will be back in a few seconds. Alrighty. We're just in time to see Jamal starting his lap here around the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It is called the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And it's quite an interesting one, you know, a lot of corners, 27 turns, as it is going to be Jamal. Is he going to be able to improve on his last lap, though? He had a 128.4, I think it was. And that's a crazy lap, you know. The quali record here is a 127.5, so he was more... Well, he was less than 1 second off, and especially with these cars, it's really difficult to beat the qualifying laps, because I think one of the Williams has the fastest first sector. I'm not quite sure. The Fosket in P2 right now, he validated this lap quite unfortunately, and I'm not quite sure when they're gonna delete that livery from McLaren, because I mean it was gonna be Williams with a new livery and also Haas had a new livery, so I think they have to do a little bit more work on the updating part of the game, especially with the bugs. The bugs are crazy. But yeah, Jamal coming across the last corner right now. What is he gonna put? We want to see what he's gonna do. I think 128.7 is my prediction. Ooh, a 128.4, 3 tenths off. That's crazy. So we're gonna have the Fosket. No, we're not gonna have the Fosket. We're gonna have a Ferrari driver. That's gonna be Skills Dan, Dusty Fakes, in P2. Who else is gonna come across the line? It is gonna be an AlphaTauri driver. That's gonna be Torman. Let's have a quick look. 129.0. Who else is gonna come across the line? It is gonna be a Alfa Romeo driver, Spillage. What is he gonna put? P5 with a 129.6. Who else is coming across? It is going to be Rapid, but he just started his outlap, so he's going to start a fast lap right now. Then we're going to see Louis de Beeker 5th, 129.5, so that's not too bad. And we're going to see Panda in sector 1 right behind no, it is not Transic, it is Torman. And I think Torman is going to leave a little bit of space for Panda to overtake him, because otherwise it's going to be difficult for the Williams driver, because especially here in Saudi Arabia you have a lot of downforce. No, I'm not going to say problems, but it's just the dirty air that's a little bit interesting in the fast corners. The Transic coming across the last corner right now. What is he going to put? Let's have a quick look. He has enough ERS though to finish his lap. 129.4, which will place him in P4. So yeah, a great lap from both AlphaTauri drivers, P2 and P4, but we still have Rapid on the track at the moment in sector 2. Going into sector 3, a fast left-hander and a fast right-hander, and this is where he invalidated his lap last time. And we're gonna have a quick look at what he's gonna put. He's right behind the Fosket, who is also on the lap, but it doesn't seem like he's doing a great lap at the moment. Maybe he is, I'm not quite sure, but he's glitching through the field. And let's have a quick look. 129.9, so that will place him in P8. Rapid is gonna put a 128.7, so coming a bit closer to Jamal, which is great to see. But the question also is going to be who has the most tire compounds saved, because I think that's going to be Jamal. He only did 2 laps in those 2 qualifyings, and he's going to have 2 to work with here, and I think Rapid only has 1. It's going to be dangerous, guys. And does Rapid have enough time to come into the pits? That's also a good question. I do think he is, but he has to be fast, especially if he wants to do 2 races, well, two laps on the next tire compound. Not quite sure. So we're seeing Antransic in the pits right now. Wells on the lap. Fosket, I mean, he's not really going fast, is he? He doesn't have any ERS left, so he's definitely not going to improve. Panda is also not going to improve, and then we're just going to have Skills done on an outlap, and he's the first one to put in a lap in a few minutes. He is still not on an outlap though. Yeah, and I mean, skills then, P6 is not what we are used from him. He's usually in the top 3 during the race then, but not quite sure what his quali pace is like. He's gonna come across the last corner here, and what is he gonna put down? That's gonna be the question after his quali lap, as he is coming across the line right now. Going into sector 1, maybe he won the POV, you know, it's always great to see. Ooh, it doesn't seem like he took sector 1 there quite well. Going early on the throttle, which could leave him a little bit of backspin, if that's what it's called. Going into the... Ooh, taking a white line there. I don't think this is a great lap from the Ferrari driver. Ooh, this is definitely not a great lap, and I don't think he will be improving though. 11,000 slower coming across the first corner of sector 2. Quite a difficult one, but a good overtaking spot if he nailed it perfectly. Here in this fast right left-hander. Ooh, he almost invalidated there, and I think he saved a little bit of time there compared to his previous lap. Let's have a quick look, going full throttle, flat out here on the straight, fast second sector, so that's great to see. Ooh, he went on the throttle so fast coming out of that corner, that was actually crazy. He almost spun into the wall, but he managed to keep his car on track. Let's have a quick look. Last corner here, turn 27. He is up for something good though. He's up for something good. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, he came out of that corner so fast. A 129.2, which will place him in P2. Improved by 2 or almost 3/10 as he weaved across the track there. And that might be an indication he was not happy with that lap. I mean, P5, there's still a lot of drivers to improve. A lot of drivers can improve, such as Spillage, Defosket, Panda. And Spillage is on a lap right now, so that's great to see. But I think it's a new glitch from the game because it says 3 minutes, but he hasn't been on the track for 3 minutes already. And I think it's a glitch where the driver is still on the night lap, but it doesn't show he's on the night lap. So yeah, that's what's happening in my opinion. But he's gonna be the first driver. No, he's not gonna be the first driver. He is actually gonna be the first driver on the fast lap right now, as we're seeing Louis the Beaker on the night lap. He just came out of the pits, and that's great to see. Spillage right now 129.6, so he still has to improve a little bit more to be able to really compete with the top drivers. Let's have a quick look. He's taking... Ooh, that was almost an invalidation there, as he got a little bit lucky, improving by 700s. So that's great to see, taking a narrow line there into that corner. Let's have a quick look what he's going to do in this fast right left-hander. Ooh, that's great from him, going onto the throttle quite fast. And there's a yellow flag in sector 2. I think that's skills ban who doesn't have any fuel anymore. Spillage right now. Oh, fastest for second sector. That's great to see. He's got a McLaren right in front of him. He has to go out of the way. Maybe give him a little bit of straight line speed. Oh, that's gonna be Louis the Beaker giving him a tow. That's great to see. Oh, that's great from Louis the Beaker. Spillage definitely got a little bit of speed coming from that. And now Spillage basically has to give that slipstream back to Louis the Beaker, as that will be a great team play here from both drivers. Ooh, a 128.9, which will place him P3. Ooh, Spillage, let go through of Louis. What is this? Ah, nice. Nice. Team plays, guys. Team plays. Great to see. Oh my days, I'm so happy right now. Louis the Beaker definitely gains a 10 from that, so he will be able to compete with the top guys in my opinion. He's a fast driver. He's usually not too bad. Sector 1 was a difficult one for him, he told me. Maybe he's able to improve a little bit more in sector 2 and sector 3. He is not improving, 900 slower. Ooh, and he's going on the throttle quite fast, as there is a yellow flag in sector 1. as that will be spillage, leaving a lot of space for the other drivers to be able to overtake them. Skills Dan and Panda are not going to be able to put in another lap, as it is going to be Jamal and Rapid on the lap, and it is going to be Jamal be the first driver coming across the... Ooh, he's going to improve. He is going to improve, guys. I'm 100% sure. 100. Let's have a quick look. Taking a narrow line here on the straight. Let's have a quick look. He's not going to improve. He is going to improve. Oh my days. A 128.1. He is a crazy guy. And Rapid with a 128.3. He was going to hope for an improvement in positions, but it doesn't look like it. We're going to see Lewis the Beaker. Only P8. And Transic P3. Oh my days, guys. This is a very tasty qualifying here. Ooh, Torman beating out his teammate P3. So it's gonna be a AlphaTauri lineup in P3 and P4. Dusty Fakes in P5, and that's gonna be your qualifying for today. So it's gonna be Jamal with a outstanding performance in the qualifying today. Rapid in P2, as he feels very confident here on this track. It's one of his favorite ones, and he showed us a round on this track, and he sounded very confident, you know. He was very focused though. He didn't say too much, but that's not a problem, as we're gonna have a little break here after, well, now, so we can get some snacks up, some drinks, to prepare ourselves for the official race, which will be a 50% race after this. So yeah, we will be back in a few seconds, guys. My apologies for leaving you guys so long behind. So, we're gonna be going underway for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix today here on the Jeddah Corniche circuit. We're gonna have a little view on how the track layout looks like. Welcome Servo in the chat. Ozen Army. Ozen didn't have a great qualifying. He's starting from P17 today. Jamal was P1 with 2/10 faster than Rapid. He showed some great pace with a 128.9. We're seeing both AlphaTauris in P3 and P4. And what else are we seeing? Not quite sure. We had Lewis the Beaker not having a great qualifying today, and I can get that up real quick for you, but we also have to talk about the strategy, of course. Piastron crashed out. He basically qualified for Q2 but crashed out in Q1, so that didn't leave him in Q2. As Skills then in P7, that's a bit unfortunate too. Dusty Fakes in P5, he's extremely fast around here. And then, I mean, the new guy from Red Bull, he doesn't seem too fast, as the Red Bulls don't seem to be very fast here. I'm gonna talk real quick about the strategy prediction, because otherwise we're too short on time. In my opinion, start on hard tires, go onto medium tires, and here is why. you are gonna see a pretty early safety car. And if you're starting on mediums, you basically already have to go to hard tires. But if you already go into hard tires, you have to stay on those hard tires till the next safety car. And when you start on the hard tires, you can wait before pitting, then wait till the next safety car, and then you have a good overtaking opportunity in the pit lane. While the alternative is a medium hard strategy. And then a soft hard strategy, I'm not sure. Maybe you can go for a two-stopper. Soft medium medium, or medium hard medium. Not quite sure. But it depends on how many safety cars you will see today. Softs, I'm not sure. They have a good pace on the finish, well, on the starting grid when you go off the line, when the lights go out. But after that, they're just so bad, and the game is apparently suggesting soft medium hards. But yeah, I mean, they're dying off after 3 or 4 laps already, so that's not great to see. Welcome Larcy in the chat, as the drivers are gonna line themselves up for the Saudi Arabia. So, I'm struggling saying that name. Saudi Arabian Grand Prix today, as we're gonna see a big surprise: Jamal in P1, Rapid in P2, Torman and Transic in P4, and in P3 and P4, Dusty Fakes in P5, Spillage in P6, Skills Dan in P7, Panda in P8. Panda with a great qualifying. He didn't have a great qualifying in France, but today it seems like he has found some pace. Louis de Beaker in P9, Fosket in P10, Wasted in P11, Galcro in P12, Beach 1 Trappy in P13, SH in P14, Piastron in P15, Barbarian has been disqualified, and Ozan in P17. And it seems like the lights are already going on and off here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And what is going to happen? I mean, this is such a bad screen. And Rapid already has overtaken Jamal. Ooh, we're seeing a little incident between both AlphaTauris there. I think they were driving against each other, which is not great to see, because Torman has not lost a position, but and Transic lost 4, so that's not great to see. We're seeing an overtake here from the Alpine driver on the Red Bull driver. What else are we seeing? It's a really difficult track to focus on a lot of drivers. Louis de Beaker hasn't gained a position yet, so he's gonna try and do better. Piastron is making up positions quite easily, as we're seeing SH invalidated. No, indeed. Let's have a great look. Panda lost a couple of positions. I'm not sure what happened to him. Calpro is making a move. What's happening here? Ooh, that was a little bit dangerous. We're seeing Wasted in the wall. So is Ozan Fan, and that's not great for the Ferrari team. Panda is making a move on Piastron, which I think got a little bit unlucky with that crash there. And who else has won a couple of positions? It's B1 Trappy, so that's great to see. And Transic lost another position to Louis de Beaker, and I think Louis de Beaker, he has spoken to me about how he is not feeling secure on this track, well, confident on this track. But I think, there is a safety car apparently. Maybe it's a virtual safety car. It is actually a virtual safety car. Nobody has crashed out yet. But it's still lap 1, so that's a interesting one. And Spillage has made a move done on B1 Trappy. Not sure what happened there. I think B1 Trappy overtook him, as there's still a lot of drivers coming into the pits. Barbarian, Piastron, Ozan Fan, and Wasted coming into the pits right now. Wasted with a 5-second penalty, and I'm not sure if he's gonna be in the lobby still, because I think I saw someone retiring from the session. No, not retiring, but leaving the session. And it's already going underway here, and we're seeing B1 Trappy quite close to the Alfa Romeo driver here. And turn 13, quite a good overtaking opportunity, as you will have great speed coming out of that corner. And he is quite close. Maybe Louis de Beaker on B1 Trappy, and the Red Bull driver is sandwiched in between the Alfa Romeo gang. And Louis de Beaker is under fire from behind, and Transic is trying to make his way back up. He started in P4, I think, and right now he's P9 because he had a little incident with his teammate in the first corner of the race. as he is 3/10 behind Louis De Beeker. So I think he might be able to make a dive bomb on the inside here. I don't think he's going to though. Is he going to? Nope, he is not. He's just gonna benefit from the slipstream here on the main straight, as all the drivers are still quite close behind each other. Torman with the fastest lap at the moment, and we're gonna see at what tires all the drivers are on. Jamal is the only driver on hard tires, so that explains why he's showing a little bit of lack of pace here. DRS is enabled, so that's great to see. And that's also why he lost the position, I think, because he started on the hard tires. He has followed my instructions, so that's great to see, as there is a yellow flag. What's happening here, guys? GoPro, no, there is an incident happening between Louis De Beeker and B1 Trappy, as they're fighting currently. Louis De Beeker with a great, that was great to see from Louis De Beeker. Congratulations on that overtake, as they're going three wide. No, it's 2 wide coming into turn 13. Maybe the Red Bull driver has a better exit. It doesn't seem like it, as he is also under fire from Panda right behind him. So he has to make a little bit of a calculation. Am I gonna overtake anyone, or am I just gonna defend from Panda right behind me? Because it seems like these 4 are really challenging each other for a great battle here around the Saudi Arabian track. And I think Saudi Arabia is one of the best tracks to have racing on, because you can have such close racing going out of the corners and into the corners, especially with the long straights. And it seems like SH has made a move done on Dusty, but we're gonna see an overtake here from Spillage. It doesn't seem like it, trying to take the wider line coming out of the corner here to have a better exit. And did he benefit from that? I don't think he did. He does have the slipstream, but it seems like Skills Dan has great pace on the main straight. And Spillage is going to try, but it's not going to be enough. B1 Trappy is coming into the pits. I think he has front wing damage from his battle with Louis De Beeker, so that might be a little incident. Stewart's report, that was the word I was searching for. B1 Trappy on soft tires. Oh my days, soft tires, seriously. I think that might be a glitch though, because I've seen this game being weird for a couple of reasons already. And it seems like Louis De Beeker, touching the wall there, cutting the corner. I think that might be a warning for the Alfa Romeo driver, but he surely didn't want Galgro to overtake him into that sector, because it's very difficult. I mean, it's not difficult in sector 2 to overtake, but it's not easy either, you know. It seems like Spillage is still right behind Skills Dan, so we might be able to see an overtake happen in turn 27 this time, the last corner of the circuit. Galgro quite close to Louis De Beeker right now. Let's have a quick look. What is going to happen? It doesn't seem like anything is going to happen. Maybe Galgro is just waiting for the DRS on the main straight. Let's have a quick look. Is he going to make a dive bomb on the inside? It does seem like it, but is he backing off? It doesn't seem like it. Some dangerous driving here from Louis De Beeker. And now he's going to have the DRS, ERS, and the slipstream. Let's have a quick look. Galgro, 57% ERS. That's quite great. How much does Louis have? 60%. So those guys are pretty even. And Galgro, it wasn't enough with that DRS on the main straight. And Louis De Beeker seems to have a great setup on the main straight and on the long straights, you know, because that's where you carry much speed. And if you have much speed on the main straight, you basically are not going to be overtaken even with the DRS your opponent has. Spillage right now, P5. He is trying to attack Skills Dan, and I'm speaking like this is a war zone or something. He's gonna attack him with his car, you know. P5 right now, 4/10s, 5/10s. He's going up and down a little bit, and we're gonna have a quick look at the position changes, because that's always very interesting to see. Penalties, any penalties? 5 seconds for wasted, but we already knew that. as it is going to be Skills Dan gaining 3 positions, so that's great to see. We're seeing Spillage gaining 1 position, Galgro gaining 4 positions, Lewis the Beaker gaining 2, as it is going to be an overtaking opportunity for Spillage here on the outside of Skills Dan, and he is going to have DRS once again and a better line coming out of that corner, so he's definitely going to make an overtake on the outside there. Maybe Skills Dan is going to carry that straight line speed, and it seems like he does. So a quick look with his POV, and he has overtaken the Ferrari driver already. He's going to try and make a dive bomb there coming into the corner. He's having a better exit, and it seems like he's going to overtake him. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, some great driving here from the Ferrari driver. And Transic is coming a little bit closer. Spillage has touched the curb there on the outside. And Transic is now going to prepare himself to make an overtake on the Alfa Romeo driver, because I do think that Spillage is feeling a little bit nervous due to the overtake that Skills Dan has done again in Sector 1. Now Transic, I mean, he's a great driver. He must be furious after that incident with his teammate into turn 1. And he was in P9 a couple of laps ago, and right now he's finding himself back in P6. So I mean he's showing some great pace, you know. And we haven't seen a safety car yet. We did see a virtual safety car, but that, I mean, I wouldn't count that as a safety car, you know. Hannah is quite close to Lewis. Lewis has, I mean, he lost a little bit of pace compared to Galpro, who is already out of the DRS section. And it seems like there is a safety car, virtual safety car once again, as I'm not sure who, I think it's Dusty Fakes, who lost his car in Sector 2, I think it is Sector 1 it is. And he's right in front of Ozan Fan, who doesn't have a great race either. He's definitely not off a good start here in the season, and Dusty Fakes once again loses his car, and this is what I was talking about, guys. These soft tires are so bad at fast speed corner tracks, and they're overheating so hard. And even if you go onto as the safety car is already going in, I mean the virtual safety car, but I mean the soft tires, really don't pick the soft tires on this track, guys. It's really not worth it. You're gonna lose your car even if you're the greatest driver on the track. Galgro with the 3-second penalty, so that's good news for Lewis the Beaker, who is finding himself within 1 second of the Alpine driver. And I don't suggest those two to have a lot of overtaking and battling, because that means they're gonna lose some time on their competitors in front of them. And Transic, Spillage and Skills Dan are currently also having a battle. There's another yellow flag in Sector 3, as it is going to be Dusty Fakes. Barbarian is coming into the pits, and then Transic is in P6 right now, trying to set himself up to make a move on Spillage, as I'm going to plug in my computer real quick, so I will be right back with you guys. Right, so we're seeing an overtake from Panda and the Fosket on Lewis the Beaker. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. I think he lost his car. That's quite unfortunate coming into Sector 3, as he will still score points if he maintains this position. But it doesn't look too great for the Alfa Romeo driver. Let's have a quick look here. Spillage, ooh, is gonna be under, ooh, oh, this is so unfortunate. And Transic spinning out Spillage. That must be a little bit pity for the Alfa Romeo driver, but yeah, and Transic, he's gonna be reported though, I think, in my opinion. But he's still in the 1 second of Skills Dan, so that's great to see. If he's gonna get a 5-second penalty, he's only gonna lose 2 positions. 3-second penalty for the AlphaTauri driver, and also Galgro has got a 3-second penalty. Barbarian, I think he has a 5-second penalty, and also Waste has a 5-second penalty. And Jamal is not really losing any pace compared to Rapid, who is on the medium tires. And it's really great to see these guys maintain their speed after 8 laps of racing. And it is going to be Transic still behind Skills Dan. Is anyone else close enough to make an overtake? I think it's Panda on Spillage. Spillage might have a little bit of overheating tires, as we're seeing Dusty Fakes DNF'd. I'm not quite sure if that was in the pits. It does seem like it. as he has left the session also, so that's a little bit unfortunate because I would love to see Dusty Fakes put in a great show. But yeah, he did have a great qualifying, but I think he had a little incident in turn 1. Maybe he caught a little bit sleeping after that incident between Antronzik and his teammate, as it is going to be Antronzik right behind the Ferrari driver, as we almost missed that overtaking opportunity there. Quite close to each other. I mean, Antronzik, really great driver, but he did have an incident with spillage earlier, so we might have to keep that in our minds for the standings after this race, because I do think he's going to get a 5-second penalty for that. He's going to try and make a move on the outside here. Is it going to work? It does seem like it. He has his car next to the Ferrari driver, but it's not going to be enough. Quite unfortunately, let's have a quick look. Spillage 1.2 seconds behind Galgro, so that's not going to be enough. Panda has got a little bit back, as it is still going to be 16 laps to go here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Ozenfan is making his way back up. Wasted came into the pits. P13 for Ozen, that's great to see, as I hope he's going to score some decent points here. Lewis the Beaker, I think he has come into the pits for hard tires, as it does seem like it. He has a penalty, quite unfortunately, and all of a sudden it's going to be points for Piastron. And he started on hard tires too, or he came into the pits, I'm not quite sure. Let's have a quick look. He already made a pit stop, so he came into the pits already, and it is going to be an overtaking opportunity here. Who has the DRS? It is going to be Skills Dan, so he's back at P4. Maybe Antronzik is, who is still behind. Ooh, this is some dangerous driving from both drivers. Weaving across the track. I mean, it's not really called weaving, but they just came onto the same line at the same time. And yeah, then there are gonna be incidents happening like Stroll and Alonso had last race in Austin, I think it was, the USA. Let's have a quick look. P9 for Galgro, and he is into the pits, and I don't think he's gonna lose any positions, as Piastron is still far away. And Transic into turn 13, going into sector 2, and he's still behind Skills Dan. He might be a little furious. We might see an overtake, well, a dangerous overtake within the next couple of laps, because he might be nervous at the moment because he cannot overtake the Ferrari driver. And then they're gonna have, well, there's gonna happen stupid things, you know. And Jamal seems to be gaining a little bit of time. He gained 1/10 on his rival Rapid at the moment. And apparently I'm dropping frames. I'm not quite sure why that is. Is my stream lagging or something? If you guys can give me some more information on that, it would be appreciated. And Transic is gonna set himself up. A white line coming into the corner to have great speed on the main straight here. He does have the DRS, he does have the slipstream. Ozen fan with the 3-second penalty, and it is not going to be enough for Antronzik. Maybe he is actually not. And Spillage is coming closer and closer, so that's great news for the Alfa Romeo driver, who was a little bit unlucky with his incident with Antronzik, but it seems like he has caught up already, 3 seconds behind, and I think it was 4 or 5 seconds a few laps ago. So he's definitely gonna get closer to these top 5 drivers. Torman just chilling around the track, you know. He's 6 seconds behind Jamal, he's 4 seconds in front of Skills Dan. And also these two here. It's not a great race for the front runners. It's a boring track, but it's still something to keep your concentration on, because once you start to lose your concentration, you're gonna start making mistakes, especially on a track like Saudi Arabia. And then Transic is right now behind Skills Dan, and I'm gonna have a quick drink because my mouth is a little bit dry. And he is quite close. He does have the DRS. And now, what is the strategy of the Ferrari driver going to be? Is he going to brake quite early to let Antronzik go through? I don't think he is. Rapid is coming into the pits for hard tires at the moment, as I think he was hoping for a safety car. Oh, and the Ferrari driver, he faked that he was going to come in, and Tormund came into the pits. But so is Antransic. This is going to be a double stack, guys. This is going to be a double stack. This is not great news for the AlphaTauri team. Ooh, and I think he did lose a few seconds there. This is going to be a slow pit stop. That's not great communication from both AlphaTauri drivers. Spillage has jumped Antransic. I think he jumped him. Did he jump him? He did jump him, I think. And Skills Dan is all of a sudden in P2. Great race from him. Ooh, wait, what tire is he on? He's on mediums. How did this happen? Did he start in hards? No, he's still on mediums. He hasn't pit yet. Okay, I was a little bit worried, guys. Tormund in P4, Spillage in P5. He gained 1 position, so that's a great race for him. And Transic in P6. He has lost 2 positions, but I mean, he had 2 incidents already. And I think he's gonna get the podium today. That's a bold decision, a bold thought, but he is showing some great pace right now. Galgro is making a move on Panda. Ooh, no! This is gonna be a safety car. This is gonna be a safety car. It is gonna be a safety car. Oh no, this is gonna be some great news from Skills Dan, as he's definitely gonna come into the pits right now. I'm not sure what happened there actually. I think he just lost the back end there because he had a little touch with who was it, Galgro. Skills Dan is gonna come out on in B. Let's have a quick look. He's gonna get overtaken by Tormund. He might be overtaken by Spillage. I'm not quite sure. He is actually gonna get overtaken by Spillage, so I'm not sure if that's really great for him. He has been jumped by 2 drivers. Interesting. He's right in front of Antransic. And who else is coming into the pits? Not quite sure. But he is having 1 lap fresher tires. And I'm not sure if that's going to benefit him at the end of the race, but we'll see. And all of a sudden, it's not looking too great for Transic. I did think he was going to get in P3, but we are having Tormund in P3. And I mean, if it's really I'm going to have a quick look at the standings. And the first driver in the standings is going to be Tormund, but the only difference by 2 points, so it doesn't really matter. If it's going to end up in a battle, it might get a little bit heated because they had a little incident at the beginning of the race. So yeah, we don't really know that, but we're going to see it, you know. It's a safety car at the moment. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the track because especially here, it's not really interesting to see what's happening. Jamal is coming into the pits. This is an interesting strategy. Ooh, and Lewis the Beaker's internet kicked him out. That's unfortunate, but maybe you can come back into the lobby. Ooh. Jamal is coming into the pits for medium tires, and he has been jumped by Rapid. Ooh, losing car there. Quite unfortunate for Jamal, but he has the fresher tires right now. He's not going to get overtaken by Tormund, so that's great to see. And it's still a great strategy from Jamal. He's going to have fresher tires. He's going to have better tires, faster tires. And there's still 11 more laps to go here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And I think this might be the first win for Jamal. Louis the Beaker, maybe you can add me as a friend, VB Thomas 1S, and I'll invite you. I'll try to invite you since it's still it's a safety car, so it doesn't really matter right now. We're gonna be underway for the Grand Prix back again, guys, but I'm first gonna invite Louis the Beaker back into the lobby, because I think I've deleted his friendship. I'm gonna invite him real quick. Hold on. My apologies, guys. My apologies. It is still safety car, so you don't really miss anything. So yeah, I mean, Lewis. And, here. Let's have a quick look if I can invite him. I think I'm doing something wrong. Not quite sure. Mutual friends. This is definitely not Lewis. I think. Not quite sure why it doesn't work. But yeah, the safety car is definitely not gonna come into the pits yet, because there's still a lot of drivers back at the end of the grid. Well, at the beginning of the track, and the safety car is also already on the end of the track. So yeah, I mean, it's an interesting race, guys. We've seen already a couple of incidents. This is the second safety car already, and I'm not sure who crashed. I think it was Panda who crashed into the wall, so that's not great to see from him. But yeah, I wish him all the best, and I hope he gets over this incident quite fast. So yeah. Okay, perfect. Lewis the Beaker is back into the pits. Ooh, guys, my microphone just fell off, so I'm gonna be back in a few seconds. My apologies. Alright guys, my apologies, my microphone was doing something weird. The safety car is... Ooh, Barbarian has been disqualified from the session, ignoring yellow flags, 5-second penalty for Barbarian. Not quite sure what's happening here. I think it's a safety car glitch, because he hasn't... Oh yeah, he actually did get disqualified. That's quite unfortunate for him. My sincere apologies. I'm not really the guy who caused this, as it is not gonna be safety car in this lap. So we're gonna see one more safety car lap here around the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And I mean, prediction. Here's the prediction hour. Jamal P1, Rapid P2, Spillage P3, Torment P4, Skills Dan P5. Bold prediction. Bold prediction, guys. And I mean, this game is so broken, guys. There's always so much safety cars. It's not the problem of the drivers. It's really just the game. It's giving too many safety cars. And I mean, all right, you know, these drivers are a little bit unexperienced compared to in real life F1 drivers, but so many safety cars. I'm keeping on saying this. It's just not great, you know, not great. Jamal in P2, Thorman in P3, Spillage in P4. But let's have a quick look at the tires, though. Jamal is the only one on medium tires, and so is Piastron. So I think he might be up to get P8, P7 Piastron. And so is B1 Trappy, and I think Ozen Fan has made the biggest, well, the worst decision of his life, going on to soft tires, and 3-lap old soft tires right now. So yeah, that's great to see. Well, that's not great to see, because we're gonna see another safety car then. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of drivers with penalties. And what I said about Antronzik earlier, I didn't have a look at his penalties yet, so he's definitely not going to get into P3 today. But yeah, he might be up for some good points. You know, from P5 you get 10 points, so if he's going to be able to overtake Skills Dan or Spillage, he's going to get some great points. The Fosket back in P8, he was all the way back at the beginning of the race. But we're going to see some drivers going quite slow here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And let's have a quick look on the main straight. And, ooh, I think he lost a little bit of traction there, which almost cost him. Ooh, he's already going underway. And he caught, ooh, my apologies, guys, there was a glitch. He caught, ooh, Alright guys, my apologies, there was something happening with the stream which caused a little bit of dropped frames, so my apologies for that. So yeah, it's gonna be rapid. He caught Jamal sleeping, as it is also gonna be Torment in P3, Spillage in P4, Skillsline in P5, and then Transk in P6, as it is still gonna be Piastron. Well, he was in P10, right now he is in P8, so he's gonna be able to overtake quite a few people. So that's great to see, because he's on medium tires too. He does have a penalty, so does Galgro and so does Antronzik. And the Fosket fell back to P10, so he's still up for some points, but it's still not going to be enough to complete with the top drivers. Let's have a quick look. Jamal is quite close to Rapid at the moment, and let's have a quick look. When is the overtake gonna happen? There's not gonna be DRS yet, as the drivers have to wait 2 laps after safety car has come in. He is taking a narrow line coming into that corner, trying to benefit from the slipstream here, as it's still gonna be Galgro in P7. And I mean, he's quite close to Antronzik right now, trying to benefit from that slipstream onto the main straight, but so is Piastron. 210s, he's gonna try and dive it on the inside. He's gonna try and go around the outside, as he is under attack from the Red Bull driver there. Ooh, but he has better traction, you know, he is on medium tires, but so is the Red Bull driver. I didn't really notice that. So yeah, Piastron has to get past Galgro as soon as possible, because he is just losing time here battling with the Red Bull driver. So just focus on your race, Piastron, and focus on the overtake on Galgro. He's just slowly getting away from Piastron. Let's go have a quick look. Lewis the Beaker with a 3-second penalty. B1 Trappy with a move here in turn 13. Is he going to have a great exit coming out of the corner? It does seem like it. Are they going side by side into turn 14? It doesn't seem like it, as B1 Trappy has made the move work. Skills Dan back in P5. He has lost a couple of tens. Spillage also, and there is a yellow flag in sector 2, as that is going to be Lewis the Beaker. And I'm not sure if he lost the front wing there. I think he just spun. He did actually lose his front wing, as he got to come into the pits to get a new front wing. So that's unfortunate for him. Jamal is quite close to Rapid, and I think DRS is enabled next lap. So we will be able to see an overtake happening in Sector 1. Well, the transition between Sector 1 and Sector 2. DRS is enabled, as I said. And let's have a quick look if this is going to be an overtake. I mean, here in Sector 1 it's quite difficult. But when you come out of corner, I think it's corner 9 or 10. Wait, this is 13. 12 if you're coming out of corner 12. Ooh, Lewis the Beaker, 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. That's not a race he wants to remember. Lewis the Beaker retired from the session. Rapid with a 3-second penalty. That's a big one, because now he's definitely gonna lose that P1 position to Jamal, who is on medium tires and doesn't have a penalty yet. What is he gonna do though? Because he's also gonna lose a position to Torment if he keeps on driving like this. I mean, he is not doing bad though, but he's just not getting away from Torment. Anyways, the Beaker, it has been pain since qualifying, he says, so he just DNF'd in the pit lane. Well, I mean, understandable, you know. Ooh, Galgro is having an overtake. It's not going to be enough, though. Sector 3 right now. And he is going to have DRS, though, Galgro. So he might be able to overtake. And Transic, who doesn't have the DRS from Skills Dan, he's already going to try and make an overtake work here. What is going to happen? Let's have a quick look. I think he just has to wait. He's not going to wait, though. And yeah, he is going to wait. So he is going to have the DRS going on the inside. What is happening here? Nothing. I thought there was some wheel banging, but it doesn't seem like it. Galgro is going to have the DRS. And then Transic is glitching a little bit. So that's not great to see, as that will cause a little bit of incidents on the track. Ooh, there was an interesting close there. And then Transic is really glitching around the track. No, it is V1 Trappy. I'm not sure who is glitching around the track, though. I think it's both of the drivers. Quite an interesting one, but yeah, B1 Trappy has made the move done. Piastron is trying to get closer to this top, well, to these two drivers. Ooh, he is... That was an interesting one. Not quite sure if that would... Ooh, what happened to Jamal? I think Rapid is showing some pace at the moment because... Wait. Why is everyone cutting the corner today? Look, are we seeing anyone else cutting the corner today? Oh, interesting. But yeah, we saw some corner cutting today. Rapid in P1. 2 seconds in front of Jamal, so it's still not going to be enough to get P2 because Tormund is quite close. And he's going to have the DRS on Jamal. And I think Jamal's mediums are dying quite rapidly. The Fosket is making a move on Piastron right now. But Piastron is going to have the DRS. And Transic is going to be overtaking B1 Trappy once again. He's going to have the DRS too. So that's great to see. Galgro is benefiting from that little fight there. Skills Dan is going to be under attack from Galgro. But in my opinion, Skills Dan doesn't really have to push that much. He can let Galgro overtake him because he's got a penalty anyway, and I think that's gonna be 8 seconds of penalties. 11 seconds already. So yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have to battle Galgro too much, only if he wants to get back to spillage, but it doesn't look too great for him at the moment. Piastron with the 3-second penalty. Piastron is having a lot of penalties recently, though. And I'm not sure if he's going to get P10 that way. Depends on how many penalties Ozan Fan has. I mean, he's still 22 seconds behind, so it doesn't look too great for him. But as I said, it wasn't a great decision going on to soft tires because he's struggling quite heavily at the moment. Lap 21 right now. Going into lap 22. And I don't think there's going to be any safety car opportunity anymore because after lap 22 or lap 23, there's none. Well, there's not a possibility of a safety car anymore due to the game's settings. I'm not sure. And Jamal 1.4 seconds behind Rapid, and I think it's just how they are managing their ERS. One driver is using it one lap and then the other driver is using it the other lap. And that's when they're getting quite closer and farther away from each other, back and forward, and it is going to be Tormund losing quite a bit of pace compared to Jamal and Rapid because he was within 3 seconds of Rapid, and right now he's almost 4 seconds behind Rapid. It's not going to be enough for Tormund. He did have a great race, though. I'm not sure if his teammate is going to report him. I'm not quite sure, guys. I'm not quite sure if he's gonna report him. Galgro is 8 tenths behind Skills Dan, but is he really gonna overtake the Ferrari driver? That's gonna be the question. Ozan Fan making a move on Piastron. Piastron came into the pits. He's gonna try to get the fastest lap, knowing that he's gonna end up in P10 if he's overtaking and Ozan Fan, who is having 3 seconds of penalty. So he has to make up 5 seconds. It's gonna be an interesting one. Rapid right now. Ooh, Jamal is quite close to Rapid. Let's have a quick look. The medium tires didn't seem to die off yet. It is gonna be 3 seconds of penalty for Rapid. And then Tormund, yes, he's not gonna get there, guys. Jamal is back outside the 1 second, back inside the 1 second, and this is gonna be enough. He does have the DRS, so he's gonna come closer lap after lap for an overtake opportunity. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to win the race on penalties. He wants to win the race on track, and that gives a little bit of a confident boost for next race. I think, I'm not sure what the calendar looks like. I'm gonna have a quick look. I'll be right back with you guys. And the penalty is all the way back up in the standings. I got airplane mode on, so that's not great. Just to make sure that there's no glitches for the stream. So it's gonna be Spain next season. Well, next race. Next season, what am I saying, guys? Next race. And there's still a lot of drivers who are quite close to each other. D. Foskett is quite close to B1 Trappy, and Transic just received a 3-second penalty, so he's gonna get closer to Galcro. But ooh, maybe B1 Trappy is still gonna overtake Galcro and Transic, both of them. Ozen Fan with a 3-second penalty, so that's not great for him because he's under fire from Piastron right now. 2 laps more to go, as it is going to be Galcro DRS on skills. Then what is going to happen here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix? Is it going to work? That's going to be the question. Jamal is quite close to Rapid right now. He does have the DRS. Is it going to be enough? It's still not going to be enough, but he does have the DRS once again here on the main straight, start finish straight, and Rapid is weaving a slightly bit. Is he going to make a move down the inside? It doesn't seem like it. It does seem like it. Is he going to make the dive bomb? He is not going to make the dive bomb, so he's just going to wait patiently. Because, I mean, Rapid still has that 3-second penalty, so Jamal doesn't need to make any sudden moves because he's going to get the overtake done anyway based on penalties. But if he catches one more penalty, well, one more warning or 2 more warnings, depends on how many warnings he already has, he's gonna have that penalty too. And especially in lap 24, it's not gonna be easy making an overtake on the last couple of laps when you get a penalty right now. And Transic is quite close to Galgro, and he's gonna make the move done. And he has made the move done already. I thought it was gonna happen in the corner there, but it seems like Galgro just let him go through. I'm not quite sure if that was the intention. Well, intentional, that's the word I was searching for. Galgro, P7, 6/10 behind Transic 9/10, 8/10 behind Skills Dan. And is it going to be enough? I'm not quite sure. Jamal is 8/10 behind Rapid. And he is going to be able to make an overtake work on the main straight, I think. He does have DRS right now. He has saved up a little bit of battery compared to Rapid, who has almost 0%. Let's have a quick look here on the main straight. He has the medium tires. It's gonna be difficult though, because these medium tires might be dying already. Piastron retired from the session, and he DNF'd into sector 2. So Jamal has made the move done on Rapid, quite an easy one, as Rapid is gonna try and battle again to make it to make Jamal as nervous as possible, because he can still try to push him till the limits and then try to make him crash himself. You know, you don't want to crash another driver, but you want to make him make a mistake, and then it's gonna be P1 for you. So that's something I think Rapid has to persuade. I'm not quite sure. Spillage in P4, 3 seconds behind Torman, and I think it's gonna be P1 for Jamal, P2 for Rapid. Oh, maybe here's an interesting one. If Torman gets a little bit closer to Rapid, Rapid is also gonna lose that P2 position, and it's gonna be 3 or 2/10. But Rapid does have the DRS, so I mean, yeah, it's gonna be depending on how the drivers take this sector 2 and sector 3. As Torman, yeah, he's not going to be benefited from that DRS that Rapid has on Jamal. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, he's going to get closer though. I'm not quite sure. It's going to be depending on the last corner. Maybe Rapid has a good last corner. I'm not quite sure. It does seem like it. He's going to have DRS too. So I think that's going to be enough for Rapid to secure P2. Is it? It is actually going to be enough. So P3 for Torman as he comes across the line, Spillage in P4. And maybe he's gonna be reporting Torman. I'm not quite sure if it was an incident with one of the AlphaTauris. Galgro has got a 5-second penalty, but we already knew that. He's back in P9. As Skillsdan secured the top 5 and Transic in P6, Trappy in P7, Defosket in P8, Galgro in P9, Ozenfan in P10, and I think he's gonna secure a point, so that's great to see. He started all the way back, and SH didn't have the race of his life. He's all the way back in P11, so I'm gonna set it up real quick for the interviews, as I'm not sure if the drivers really want an interview, but we'll see that after the presentation. So I will be right back with you guys, as I'm gonna get some music up for you guys so you guys can enjoy the moving screen. Thank you very much. Wait, we want to see the podium, of course. My apologies, guys. We're seeing the podium here. Jamal in P1, Rapid in P2, and it is gonna be Torman filling P3 in on the podium. So let's get back to the standings real quick. Jamal in P1, Rapid in P2, Torman in P3, and then we are seeing all of this, making sure that the admins got the standings correctly, because that's needed for the standings in the Discord server. And this is gonna be your Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, so I'm gonna get back to this interview screen, and I will be back in a second with you guys. All right, guys, and it seems like there is going to be an interview, so I'm gonna get that up real quick, as we surely want to hear Rapid, who is gonna come into the commentary box. I'm gonna go real quick to the Discord, because I need to set up some things real quick. But yeah, just to make sure, there is gonna be a interview. Oh my god, hi Shuki, how are you doing? So yeah, we're gonna go straight into the commentary. I'm getting the things up real quick. Hello guys, welcome. Great race from both of you. I'm not sure if anyone can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Perfect. Perfect, guys. Welcome. So I'm firstly gonna begin with skills. Then it doesn't seem like I got my correct graphics on, but yeah, I'm just gonna say you're P5, and yeah, great race from you, skills. Then you did become P5, right?
I did indeed, yeah.
Okay.
It's my worst track, so I was just damage limitations.
Okay. Yeah, walk us through your race. I mean, how did it go, strategy wise, racing wise? Because I thought you had a couple of fights with the AlphaTauris, I think. Not sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
walk us through.
it seemed that they was a lot quicker than me, but they just couldn't get past us, just parking it on the apex. First lap, kind of got through without picking up a few places as well, without getting any damage, sneaked through. Quiet, really, first stint. Then I went a couple of laps longer, then safety car came out, and then I think Spillage undercut me on the safety car, and then just defended the rest of the stint, really. They had penalties, so I weren't really going to defend if they threw one up the inside, but they didn't really mount a challenge for me to kind of let them through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we saw that undercut from Spillage, and I'm not sure. Did you also have a couple of what's it called? Battles with the Alpine driver. I can't remember his name, but were you afraid that he was? No. I think it was an Alpine driver. Not sure. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, great race from you. It seems like you have been underperforming a little bit in qualifying. Last season, you were really strong, especially in the championship standings. But it does seem like you're not really finding your way here in season 7. Walk us through your qualifying.
I'm not very good in the rain on this game. I was very good on it on the last game, but this one I'm just struggling with the no traction, getting it down out the corners. I can't really get the pace in the wet, so that was the wet qualifying. Plus France is another. The whole calendar's pretty weak calendar for me. Jeddah's Kieran picked that. Weren't too happy with that one. Better picks out there. Yeah, it's annoying because hopefully we get a better draw next season. I'll just try and stay consistent and see where I end.
Yeah, because I mean, you got 12 points in France, which is not really bad. And today you will get 10 points, so that will put you somewhere in between P3 and P5, I think, in the standings. So that's great to see. I mean, not too bad for you.
I think I've DNF'd one race in like 50 races on URC
seriously?
as well. So the consistency will probably make up for that if someone else slips up.
Yep.
I don't know what track's next week.
Spain. It is Spain.
Oof, I've not really done any running around there. I'll take it as it comes.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much for being in the comments box, and we're gonna get straight to P2 right now. Rapid, welcome once again.
Hello.
Hello. How did your race go, buddy? Walk us through your race and your strategy, definitely, because we saw that Jamal was on hard medium strategies, and you lost a little bit. Well, you had that little penalty. So yeah, walk us through.
The first stint went pretty much perfect on the mediums. I got the jump into turn 1 on Jamal, and then I just tried to pull away a little bit, and I think I got like a 3-second gap. I ended up with a 3-second gap to Jamal. Then obviously the safety car came out, which gave Jamal pretty much a free pit stop to the mediums. Yeah, then I picked up that penalty, which wasn't perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually had a little tap on the wall. I tapped the wall a little bit, and I got a bit of front wing damage on the hards. So
okay, because Tormund was coming quite close. He didn't have any penalty, and I think it was only 2 tenths between you and him after both drivers crossed the finish line. So yeah, that was really. Were you nervous the last couple of laps?
I did see the gap go down to about 3.2. So, but I think the DRS helped me off Jamal.
Yeah,
bring that back
true.
up.
Because especially in the last corner, you need a well functioning front wing to be able to make
Yeah.
that corner perfectly. And I think the DRS really helped you, which Tormund didn't
Yeah,
have. So yeah, great race from your end. As I'm gonna thank you guys very much, and good luck in next week's race in Spain, as we will be definitely back up with the stream.
As long as
And
it don't
yeah,
rain.
thank you. Yeah, no rain, hopefully. All right, guys, good one. Have a good one.
thank you.
Man.
All right, guys, that was gonna be both Jamal. Wait, what am I saying? Skills Dan and Rapid. And it's really fun to have these guys in the commentary box. As I'm gonna finish the stream real quick, I'm gonna do a little bit of a recap. Yeah, like I do usually, it is gonna be Jeddah's Corniche circuit, which the drivers had a race on today. Qualifying was interesting. We didn't see many surprises. We saw a P3 and P4 from both AlphaTauri drivers, and skills then with a P7 in qualifying, so that's not great to see. And then we saw a couple of DNFs during the race. We saw 2 safety cars, or maybe 3, I'm not quite sure. I think it was 2, with a different strategy from Jamal compared to all the other drivers. And yeah, that's basically it. We saw a little incident from Entransic and his teammate in turn 1. We also saw an incident between Spillage and Entransic in the last couple of laps. And Spillage, well, it was in the middle of the race, but Spillage managed to get back, and I think he won the position on Entransic. And yeah, that's a little recap on your race. Jamal won the race also because of penalties. I mean, both drivers were really close, Rapid and Jamal. But yeah, Rapid had a 3-second penalty, so that was not really lucky for him. We're still gonna be able to see maybe a 5-second penalty for Entransic, so that's something to keep in mind. As I thank you guys very much for watching here, the URC Racing League. We will be back next week in Spain. As I thank you very much for watching. This was VB Thomas for your commentary in the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Peace out.